3, 2, 1. Lift off.
Hey guys, I want to do a little video about my shotgun, my Saiga-12. Saiga-12 is pretty much an AK that's chambered in 12 gauge, right? It's made in the same factory as the AKs are. The Saiga line of AK variants are the sporter type for like civilian use, where an AK is military. The Saiga-12 here is imported, but to import them into the US, they have to modify this so that it's not as evil as some Democrats think, like Feinstein, right? It's kind of like a reverse bullpup. Instead of having the trigger group in front of the action, they actually move it further back, and they have linkage in there to actually drop the hammer. And the trigger's pretty nasty, unconverted. I'll show you some footage of unconverted versus a converted trigger. It's really easy to convert this. I did it with one arm, one hand, with simple house tools. I had my DeWalt drill, some drill bits, a punch, a hammer, a couple vice grips, and a couple needle nose. And that's all you need. I moved the trigger group back to its original position and put a pistol grip on it, just like it should look out of the factory. Now, not like this from the factory, because this is all mag pulled out, right? But the same idea. Now, when they first were importing these things, they were around $350, $400 new. And oh God, I wish I could get one for that price. I'd buy a couple. Now they're going for around $700, $800 unconverted, just straight import, right? But when you go and buy one of these things, there's a couple things you have to look for. Remember, this is made in the same factory that AKs are, right? And there are a lot of variations in AKs. Because they're so mass produced, they're stamped receivers, there's a lot of things that can be wrong with them. With the Saiga-12, there's one thing you really want to be mindful about, and that's your gas system up here. When you pick one up, go to the gas block there, take out the piston that's inside the gas block, and you want to check in there to see how many gas ports you have. Okay, now you're going to have what I think you have a 3-port or a 4-port gun. Now 3 and 4-port guns are pretty reliable, even when you're running just the bird shot, right? Really light loads. But that's if all of the ports are to their maximum size and they're all open, not obstructed. When they manufacture these things, the gas block in the front can be either a little bit too forward, or a little bit too forward up here pinned, or a little bit too far back. And with that, the gas block actually blocks those gas ports that are drilled into the barrel. So you could have a 4-port gun, but the gas block is blocking one of them, or one of them completely and 2 of them partially, like mine. Mine is a 4-port gun, but my gas block was blocking the aft one completely and the other 2 partially, and only had one that was completely open, the very front one. Had to take the gas block off, open up those holes, put the gas block back on, and actually had to modify the inside of the gas block so that it wouldn't obstruct those other gas ports, because obviously I had to use the same pins to pin the gas block back on when I reassembled it. So what you can do if you go to a gun shop or a gun show, or it's a person-to-person sale and you're looking at the Saiga-12, you can take a dentist's pick, a dental pick, and root in there and see if you can poke it in all 4 or all 3 holes. And you can see how, if any of the holes are obstructed. Now if you buy one of these already converted from Tromix Lone Star, Red Jacket, whoever sells them, they should and most likely do a reliability check on these things to make sure that they're going to be running 100%. If not, there's probably a little warranty thing where you can send it back to them and they'll work on it and get it working for you. But as for buying a Saiga-12 for reliability, it's all in that gas system. Okay? Some guys just buy one, they take it out to the range with some cheap Federal birdshot they get at Walmart, and it's not running correctly. They're getting failure to feeds and failure to ejects all the time. Usually it's a failure to eject because there's just not enough to push that bolt carrier back to eject that shell. So I hope this was some good information for you guys that aren't that familiar with the Saiga-12 weapon system, or those guys that are wanting to get one. Now you know what to look for, and that's pretty much it.
Three. Pallet destruction!